Hola, mi amigas, ¿cómo estás? It's Pat here once again from Pat and Rose at the Costa Blanca Travellers. How are you today? Hope you are all very well. And yeah, it's today. We're now getting near the end of January. My goodness me, aren't we? It is the 30th of January today, and it's a Tuesday. And yeah, the weather here today is a little bit cloudy. There's quite a bit of cloud today. In fact, if I just pop the camera around, okay, there we go. And I just show you, and you around, you can see it's quite cloud. The sun is up there today, but as you can see, we've got quite a lot of clouds. Still quite warm though today. Just need a light sleeve on. Today it's about 16 degrees here today in Algorfa, so not bad for the time of year at all. Um, and yeah, it's getting to that stage now, isn't it, where we're getting to February, and lots of things coming up in February. There we go. Turn the camera back round again, back onto me. Let's say very big hi to all our followers and subscribers. I know we've even got some watching the channel over in the United States, over in America there. So you're very welcome to join along here with Pat and myself. Just a little bit about the channel. We've been out here in Spain now for about 12 months. We are currently renting at the moment until we decide what we are going to do and which particular area of Spain we're going to be in. So all quite exciting times at the moment. So that's a little bit about our channel. We're trying to focus on different places, different parts of Spain to have a look at, and visits out, days out, day trips out, and giving you some general info about things that you can do here in this particular area of Spain. Okay, so Rose is a bit busy today, doing various things, various bits and bobs here and there, so you've just got me today. Okay. Right, so what am I going to talk about today? Well, we're going to have a look at today about a castle, because I know there's quite a lot of people, history buffs out there, who do enjoy going to castles, and this is the time of year to do it, guys, when it's not too hot, because usually you've got a bit of climbing to do if you go to one of these buildings, one of these castles, and they're very high up, but the trip is really worth it because you get some spectacular views when you get up there. The castle I'm going to look at today is Guardamar Castle, because it's from the area where Rose and I used to live over that way, and it's on a hill known as the Castell, and it's called the Walled Citadel. It houses Guardamar town from its foundation, and it was built in 1271, so it's very old indeed, until its destruction by the earthquakes of 1829. Yes, they did get quite a huge earthquake here around this area, especially around Guardamar in 1829, and it did destroy parts of the castle, but there were some parts that did still stand, and that's the part that we're looking at today. It's been declared an asset of cultural interest. Later its materials were reused for the construction of the new town in its current location. The remains found reveal extensive occupation since the 8th century BC, so they were able to date it all that way back, right up to the 19th century, passing through different historical eras such as the Phoenician, Iberian, Roman, Islamic and Christian periods. So all those particular periods, so it has got a lot of history to it. It has changed hands quite a lot through the ages, as you can see. You can see the Iberian terracotta cauldrons, and it's got a feminine face on, and the remains of offerings from the Roman period at this particular castle, and it includes a small bronze statue of the god Mercury, a ceramic trousseau from the late medieval and modern period, and a series of burials from the Islamic period, partially destroyed by the Christian wall. Some elements of the defensive structure have been saved, as I just mentioned previously, such as the gunpowder baluard and the sections of the late medieval walls and towers. So those are particular areas that you can climb up and have a walk around, and it is quite massive up there, quite a huge area to walk around. And from that section you get to see a wide panoramic view of the whole region, right over Guardamar and beyond, and you can see even right to the coast, so it's well worth the trip. If you want to know where the castle address is, you can't really miss it once you get to Guardamar, because it's up on the highest part of Guardamar. It's in the Cerro del Carrer Castel 03140, Guardamar del Segura, and the castle is open Monday to Sundays from 8 AM to 10 PM. And you can contact them on 965 724488. As I always say, guys, always best to do your research and contact them, because the opening times might have changed since that particular time that I got the update. So do always check with the times to make sure that they are still valid. You get a nice view, but there is not much left now, apart, as I said, from the outer walls and a small cabin. You can see great views of the town and the mountains, so it's worth the trip, and there are some trails around the Castillo to get some good views of the ruins. The castle is free to enter. You can walk along the ramparts, and there are various viewpoints. There's an old cannon and some information boards. Check the museum display room is open before you visit. That's another good one, because they do have some artifacts in there, and if you're going up to the castle, it's a good idea to visit the museum part as well. So just check that that is open before you go. It is, I'll just warn you now, it is quite a steep climb up there, so if you do go, try to go early morning and the late evening. Okay, the best times to go. Definitely in the summertime, early morning and late evening, but even now it's an easier climb if you go early mornings and late evenings. Now, also worth a visit is the Museu Arqueologic de Guardamar. Museu Arqueologic de Guardamar. You can find that on the colon 60 03140. I'll put it below. You telephone them on 965 728610. You can email them at the magmuseo@gmail.com. It's located in the basement of the Casa de Cultura, and it tells visitors of the different cultures that have left their mark on the municipality of Guardamar. It's divided into two sections, one on archaeology and the other ethnology, better get that right. There are examples from the Phoenician, Iberian, Islamic and Middle Ages. So you get to see some of the examples of different artifacts from those particular periods, I guess. And let's have a look at the opening times. Opening times in the winter time are from Tuesday to Saturday from 10:30 to 2:30 and 5:30 to 8:30 in the summer months. Okay, summer months obviously 15th of June to the 14th of September. Those are the particular times that they're open. Do always check though on the times, I always say, because they do change from year to year. So then we come out to what's on guide today. Yeah, what is on for this particular coming week? Well, on Saturday, the 3rd of February, at the Algorfa Hotel, that's this coming Saturday, isn't it? They've got the monthly market, and it's a Valentine's special this week, and it's open from 12 until 4. It's really well worth a visit. They've got lots of stalls there. There's something for everyone. and you can maybe get some romantic gifts. That'd be good, wouldn't it? And you can have a bite to eat and drink while you're browsing. I must just say actually that the Algorfa Hotel does a fantastic breakfast from, would you believe it, €2.50. So if you want a bite to eat, that might be a good job to get a breakfast before you go browsing. That'd be good, wouldn't it? And have a look around the various stalls. Rose and I have been there a couple of times, and everybody's very friendly, and you can have a bit of a chin wag, a chat, and browse, and maybe come away with some of those gifts that you've always wanted. That'd be good, wouldn't it? And then we've got the actual day itself, February the 14th, which is a Wednesday this year, and at the Taste of Peru Don Pepe, that's a lovely restaurant near El Razo. Great chicken they do there, mouth-watering chicken. They've got a rock and roll and Latin music event on, so if you're into rock and roll and Latin, that might be the event to go to. And that's with Davi Lorenzo. It's supposed to be really good, so I've heard. So get yourself down there. Well, with that, I think it's time to wind up the video. So I'd like to say thank you very much for watching and subscribing to our channel, the Costa Blanca Travellers. Don't forget to keep watching, because we've got some super videos coming up, especially this weekend. You don't know where we might be. And don't forget the thumbs. We need those thumbs. And like, share and subscribers. We are now also on TikTok as well, so you can catch us there on that channel as well. And I think even Rose has a separate channel as well that she's also doing on there, so you might even catch her on there as well. And keep watching, because this weekend we've got an event coming up too that we're going to. It's an outside event, so we'll tell you, and lots of noise and events and dancing and music, and it all sounds very good, doesn't it? So and things and different foods to eat. So I'm not going to tell you where we're going yet. It'll be a bit of a surprise, but keep on watching the channel and you'll find out. And that's all coming up this coming Saturday, so keep watching. Take care, mi amigos, and we will catch you next time. Hasta luego.